AITA for uninviting my stepdad from my wedding so my brothers could come? IF 25 along with my two brothers Dean and Kevin. Both 30s. Went through rough time during our parents' divorce. Mom got married to my stepdad and we lived with him for years. Dean and Kevin never had a good relationship because they never wanted my mom and dad to separate. In the first place, they resented my stepdad and limited contact once they moved out. I, on the other hand, got to live with my stepdad more since I'm the youngest and we established a somewhat stable relationship. NGL he did what he could to help me out with school and everything. He even offered to fund my wedding, which is going to be in 5 weeks' time, and I'm very grateful for that, though this was his decision. I sent Dean and Kevin invitations, but once they found out that our stepdad was going to be there, they said they might not come. They took time to think, then gave me an ultimatum stating that if our stepdad is coming then they won't be. I literally freaked out because I definitely want my brothers to be at my wedding so badly, and I tried talking to them but they were being stubborn. After talking to my fiancé, I had no choice but to politely uninvite my stepdad and sending him an email stating why. He said that he didn't reply, but later I got a call from my mom yelling at me, calling me hurtful stuff, saying I was acting like an ungrateful bee by excluding her husband from the wedding after everything he's done for me. I told her that my brothers threatened not to come, which pushed me to make this difficult decision. Because if it was for me, I'd have everyone there. She cussed me out for prioritizing my hateful and cold-hearted brothers over my stepdad and showing him that I'm not worthy of his grace, which was really hurtful for me to hear. After she hung up, I asked my fiancé if I made the wrong decision and just said it's my wedding and I get to decide eventually, but I knew he said that because he's biased. YTA. Your stepdad supported you with school and everything. Besides that, he even sponsored it, and you just simply uninvite him through an email of all communication means? That's not only an move, you are also avoiding the problem. After she hung up, I asked my fiancé if I made the wrong decision and just said it's my wedding and I get to decide eventually, but I knew he said that because he's biased. He isn't biased. He is giving a politically correct answer to your question, as he knows choosing either sides will in some way make you unhappy. YTA. 1. You caved to the asshole's ultimatum. Point 2. You let your stepdad, with whom you've got good contact and who offered to pay for the wedding, know he was uninvited by email. Did you accept any money for the wedding from your stepdad or your mom? If you didn't, you're a medium-sized asshole. If you did, you're a massive asshole. Your stepdad helped through school until your wedding fund, and you uninvite him from this said wedding via email? Your brothers are and you're enabling them. So, YTA. Your brothers are 30. They need to grow up. From your description, they are redirecting anger at your mom and dad at your stepdad. You describe your stepdad as a nice man. Now you are letting your brothers control who you invite to your wedding. If your brothers threaten not to come, surely that pushes you into a position to not invite them. Instead, I don't understand why you are putting your brothers first in this whole situation. Your mother's words hurt because they are true. Edit. Holy crap, thanks for all the awards. I hope Op realizes the error in judgment and apologizes to stepfather. How does someone uninvite a person paying for it? YTA. So, your brothers don't dislike your stepdad because he's a bad person, but simply because he exists. Do they still not realize that they don't get a vote in their parents' relationships? Why are they behaving like children? And why the ever-loving hell are you enabling their deplorable behavior? It sounds like your stepdad has been nothing but good to you for years. And this is how you repay that kindness? Is he not part of your family after everything he's done for you? The right move here would have been to tell your brothers to take a long walk off a short pier when they issued their stupid ultimatum. Instead, you became their henchmen in their idiotic vendetta against a perfectly nice person. Your mother had every right to tear into you. What you did was immensely hurtful. You've undoubtedly damaged your relationship with her, as well as with stepdad. I wouldn't be surprised if she decides not to attend. But hey, at least your goon brothers will be there. YTA. If your stepdad funded your wedding, he deserves to attend it. Fuck this, it's your wedding, bullshit. Yes, you get to decide. But you're an asshole for uninviting the person who paid for it. YTA. I hope you didn't accept his money, and if you did, it's time to return it. Your brothers are childish bullies who would rather not go to your wedding than be civil for a night with someone who did no wrong to them. That screams, hey sis, I don't love you as much as you thought I did. YTA. Your stepdad paid for the wedding and your brothers are so into their feels that they gave you an ultimatum about your wedding day when your wedding isn't about them but you and your so. YTA. You can't mend other people's relationships, but you also shouldn't fuck over your stepdad who sounds like he's been there for you. If he is not attending, the proper thing to do is to give him back the money he's paid towards your wedding. I'm pretty sure your mom isn't attending if your stepdad isn't. YTA. And so are your brothers. Your husband is right. It's your wedding. You get to invite whoever you want. You exercised that clause. And now you have to pay the consequences that come with it. That part doesn't magically go away because you're holding onto the "my wedding, my rules" card. You've done irreparable damage to your relationship with your stepfather. And because of which, your mother had something to say about it. Yet, I can't help but wonder, how did you think that conversation would go? How are you surprised by this? Were you thinking that they would somehow thank you for disassociating yourself from them? Come on. Your brothers have beef with him for nebulous reasons, and used your wedding to make that known. They couldn't hold a truce for a few hours? It's not like they have to interact with him. As such, they're Oz too. I honestly don't know how you dig yourself out of a hole like this to make things right. Sorry. So let me make sure I understand. You have established a relationship with your stepfather. He is funding the wedding. And you let your two brothers emotionally blackmail you to uninvite your stepfather. He's good enough to take money from, but not good enough to sit there and watch you get married. But the ultimate cake topper is that you take the coward's way out and email him the reasons. Instead of being an adult woman and calling him. You and your brothers are assholes. YTA. You had a choice and you made a very hurtful one. The person you have a stable relationship with, who loved you enough to finance your wedding, is the one you chose to exclude instead of leaving your emotionally manipulative brothers to their own choice. Your brothers' seemingly unfounded resentment. They have no business in who your mother chose to be with. That was her choice. And it seems as though your stepdad made an effort to connect with them. Is not actually your problem. If they can't be adults and be present for their sister's wedding because someone they don't like will also be there, that's on them. And you should be furious with them because they have effectively told you that their distaste for your stepdad is more important to them than you are. But you just accepted that. SMH. Ultimately, it is your wedding and your choice to decide. And you made the wrong one. Wow, so you're getting your stepfather to foot the bill yet you've uninvited him? Wow. Yes, you're the Your brothers have shown they care more about themselves than your wedding, yet you reward that behavior by pandering to them. YTA. You invited everybody you wanted at the wedding. Your brothers are being petty for creating the ultimatum against a stepdad that seemingly hasn't done anything wrong. They generally chose to dislike him solely because he is a stepdad. In my opinion, if your brothers really cared, they would go to your wedding regardless and support you. Them creating the ultimatum shows that their hate for your stepdad is more important than you. What makes Utah is uninviting your stepdad for your brothers. As much as you want your brothers to attend, it's their decision whether or not they would come. That decision shouldn't be at the detriment of someone else attending. Of course, it is your wedding and you have the final say of who attends. YTA. Your stepdad has clearly done a lot for you. Your decision to exclude him will impact your relationship for the rest of your lives. This is on you. YTA. You're calling it your wedding, but it sounds like it belongs to your brothers. They bullied you into this, and you're expecting your mother to go to this as well, without her husband of many years? Your brothers are grown men in their 30s. They can suck it up for one day. They have gotten together with a plan and bullied you into dishing out a punishment just to the stepdad, but not your mother? For a divorce that happened many years ago. And if they choose not to go because of it, then you know where you are on their priority list. Sorry that you are between a rock and a hard place. But you should do right by your mother and the man you admittedly said has been kind and helpful. YTA. Although it's your wedding, I would have pulled my funds out of it. Would I have been your step-parent? Your brothers are acting like children. They didn't want your parents to divorce. Understandable. But get over it. The way I see it, you send your invites to the people you love and want to celebrate with. And they decide if they love you enough to put aside their personal quarrels for a day in order to participate in your happiness. You chose to prioritize the people who obviously don't care enough for you and put you in the position to choose. Your mother is right. YTA. YTA. You must give him back his money if he isn't invited. Ask the money to your brothers. YTA. Your stepdad obviously cares about you and is paying for your wedding. He is in no way the problem here. Your brothers are being childish and are the ones you can't just get along to be there for their sister's wedding without being petulant little babies about it. You should re-invite your stepdad and let your brothers know that they are still welcome, but that if they don't come, they only have themselves to blame.
If you enjoyed this video, please check out our playlists full of similar content. Epic Haircast is like doom scrolling for your ears. Please like, share, and subscribe.